Hola muchachos, welcome here. Today's video is exciting because I am able to get dressed in my jammies, my crazy cheetah shorts. I'm like slowly falling in love with cheetah for some reason. Sit on my bed, I have some tea, relax. I literally feel relaxed here. Share with you guys 10 healthy habits that I encourage you to do before bed. Everything that I do is extremely intentional, and everything that I do is kind of like a healthy habit. Something that I have worked on, that I've worked towards, and it's just so normal for me to do it that it's a habit. I do it without even thinking about it. I want to continually share these healthy habit videos with you guys, talk to you guys about my tips and things that I just implement into my life that really does better my life. If you have any healthy habits or kind of a routine that you do before bedtime, please let me know in a comment. I would love to see it, and you guys inspire me in a lot of ways. If you have something that you want to share, that you want to say, please go ahead, inspire me, inspire someone else to maybe get on that healthy habit. A lot of these are very obvious, and then some of these maybe not so much. So I hope that you do enjoy today's video. My healthy habits playlist is linked down below. Check it out after this one, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. I feel like for this entire video, you're just gonna be like, Sarah, this is like a compilation of you wearing pajamas, sitting on your bed with a blanket, drinking something. I want this video to be cozy and relaxing and warm, so I'm taking advantage of that and wearing comfy clothes and just immersing myself in comfiness. Okay, so healthy habit number 1 is to take advantage of the sunset. Now, when the sun is setting, like when the day goes from day to night, that transition doesn't just happen like through the world, it happens in our bodies as long as we are there to witness the sunset. I learned this about a year ago at a women's conference, and like it's made a big difference. So the whole idea of being present and not having to be either outside or like watching a beautiful sunset, but just having your windows open, let fresh air in, like no curtains, and being able to see the day transition from day to night will do something that is so important. It encourages melatonin production through your body. Whether you have like a glowing sunset or even a cloudier sunset, the sun's rays produces in you a rush of melatonin. It's pretty much a sign for your body to start winding down. People that firstly don't have the ability to actually say have windows like this that open up towards the sunset, I encourage you to go outside on a walk and just be able to see the sun going down. Like, I'm serious, the combo of fresh air and seeing the sunset makes me as tired as a baby. This is a obviously very cheap and easy way for you to physically and mentally transition from day to night. Number 2 is to wear your day clothes during the day and your pajamas at night, like strictly. I know, like especially now, like we're all chilling at home in our pajamas, and I want to encourage you not to. And the reason for that is, again, when you are creating kind of a nighttime routine, you're establishing within yourself that transition from day into night, and clothing can have a huge impact on it. So good. I use my hands too much. It's hard for me to hold this. Gonna tuck you in. There we go. Throughout the night, I'll sleep in my pajamas or comfy clothes. When I wake up and have breakfast, I still remain in those, especially because I'm kind of bound to get some sort of food on them anyways. So once I'm all done with breakfast, I'll go upstairs and get changed, and I am creating a transition from morning me into the day me. And then the same thing at nighttime, when I know that kind of a lot of my responsibilities are settled for the night and I can go ahead and relax. That's when I change out of my day clothes and into my night clothes. The idea of doing this is just creating that transition for your body to naturally follow and to get into. It's kind of like a routine, and your body will just work with it really well. There's certain triggers that the earth will send out, that you yourself will send out, that encourage your body to do certain things. And one of them is changing out of your day clothes and slipping into your nice, warm, comfy jammies. That was like a dance move. Number 3, and I know I'm a teaholic. I really enjoy teas, peppermint, green, black, rooibos. I'm a tea person, but being more specific towards sleep and slumber and relaxation, I highly recommend chamomile lavender tea. It smells good, it tastes good, and it calms your senses. senses. There has been studies done, and if I can find the one that I read, I will link it down below, but the ability for lavender to calm your senses is like subpar. It'll calm your muscles, it'll do all that, but when it comes to your senses, so this is stuff like you're laying in bed at night and you can't stop thinking about this, and your mind won't go to rest, and you're just feeling restless mentally, lavender counteracts that and promotes a lot of calm through kind of your mental cognitive self. So nice cup of chamomile lavender tea before bed. It is so nice. I highly encourage you to brush your teeth after doing this. It will make your tea taste better if you haven't freshly brushed your teeth. And then also you're reducing the staining that tea will give you. But that type of soothing tea, good for your mental self. It smells like lavender chamomile, so it's really calming, and like drinking tea is just warm, snuggly hugs that last for like a whole mug. And I love it. My next tip is very obvious, and it's less blue light and focusing in on other things that are not as stimulating. Blue light just kind of sends signals to our brain to wake up, to be stimulated, to be busy, and that is the last thing we need at night. I'm going to be more specific to a phone because it's not like you watch TV and your TV is like right here. Even though I don't really encourage you to watch TV every single night before you go to bed. It's not really a good part of your routine, but specifically to a phone, you're holding it right here, and it is such a close contact to you, and it doesn't help you sleep. Of course, there are studies behind this. We all know that. And even if you put it on nighttime mode, you are still not doing yourself any favors. Your mind also needs to relax, period. Instead of like cell phones before bed, opt for books. I love books. We have devotional magazines, and those things, those calm me, those feed me, and they serve me more than I serve them. Immerse yourself in literature. That's what I'm trying to say here. Number 5 is to stretch in bed. When I wake up in the morning, I do some simple stretches to really reduce pain and tension in my back and lengthen this area. I'll do some things with my legs. You can properly stretch in bed. Even if it's not extremely supportive, you just need to be careful and take it lightly. There's a few different stretching exercises that are definitely a go-to for me, but the ability to release tension from my muscles ensures a better sleep for me. If I'm feeling kind of tight or just kind of like, I'm not going to sleep as well, and it's going to take me forever to find that comfortable position of the night because my comfortable positions change every single night. Stretching in bed, highly recommend it, and I can link a video down below. I love this video. I love this lady, and she does an entire video of stretching that you can do in bed when you wake up or when you go to sleep, and I highly recommend it. Shout out to Megan. Number 6, again, we're kind of staying with like point number 4, but I want to specifically encourage people to journal. I have been journaling for years. My first journal my parents bought me, and it was like huge and yellow, and I loved it, and I still have it. I remember mentioning that before, and people were like, you should do a read my journal video, and I was like, I am way too private for that. You will never know what's in my journal. I am a very private person. I don't feel like sharing that, but the ability to journal is pretty much you recording your events, recording your day. It can be a prayer journal. For me, I am still in the process of writing down my memories, like everything that I can just remember beyond picture, or you know what I mean? I just so happen to remember it all by myself. So I'm actually having a lot of fun writing down my memories. I am going through very slowly. When I first started, I was writing like all these memories, and then I was like, okay, what else? And I was at like point 25. Poetry can also do the same thing for people. It's relaxing. It doesn't overstimulate the mind at all, but it just encourages it to still work, but not go into overdrive. Number 7, and we're staying with that day to night transition, is to sleep in cooler temperatures. More blankets, cooler temperatures, unless maybe you live in a warmer place. I live in Canada, but through the day, we usually have the heat on. We're all feeling really warm. And then at nighttime, turn off the heat. The ability to open windows lets in a lot of cool, fresh air. I know not cool for everyone, but for us particularly, it gets very cool. Loading up on more blankets on our bed. We want to stay warm, obviously, when we sleep, but to also counteract that coolness. Using temperature to train our bodies to go into the transition of bedtime. People that sleep in cooler temperatures also sleep better and deeper, and I did read that, and I can actually link that study down below too. Number 8, and this is my ultimate tip, is to prepare and ready your house for the next day. Not leaving a bunch of dishes in the sink, not leaving the floors messy, not leaving laundry in the laundry hamper, like having a perfect house set out and laid out for you for the next day. I have done this for years and I love it. I love putting the kids to bed and then just getting this house put together and ready so it benefits me and my family a lot next day. It reduces stress. I sleep way deep. Fall asleep almost right away because kind of those things of, oh, I gotta do this tomorrow, gotta do this, are done tonight. When I do this, a lot of the time I'll also listen to an audiobook or music. If it's early enough, I will watch a YouTube video maybe that I want to catch up on, but I won't even really watch it. I just kind of listen to it as I go about kind of cleaning and prepping my house. But you'll see me dusting and vacuuming and laundry and just tidying up. I wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and I love waking up to like a quiet, still house that's immaculate. There is no better feeling than that. Number 9 is to try to stay out of your room until bedtime or until you're committed to staying in your bed. For me, my bed is not a hangout place. If I want to lounge somewhere, I don't lounge on my bed during the day. That's for a couch or a chair or wherever I want to be, but I keep my bed as my bedtime bed. It's not something I come to throughout my day. It's something that I enjoy just once a day. Again, the transition. When I slide into my bed at night, I know that I'm staying there unless I have to pee really bad, which happens a lot. For the most part, I'm staying there, telling my body, you're in bed, it's time to go to sleep. Very similar to like babies, when you're trying to sleep train them, you train them that when they're in bed, they are to sleep. And that helps them get into the routine of, my mama laid me in my crib and it's kind of dark and now I need to nap. Same thing with adults, basically the exact same thing. Also, okay, my last tip, I just learned this, but I had to share this with you guys, but I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't really know all the science behind it, but I started this 2 days ago. I know that's recent, but I still think it's applicable and I want to share it with you. Eat almonds before bed. Almonds are a source of melatonin and the sleep promoting mineral magnesium, 2 properties that make them a great food to eat before bed. Okay, I've tried this the past 2 days and like seriously, I'm so flippin' tired when I get to my bed. Like I fall asleep right away. Is it the almonds? To be honest, I kind of think it is. I also drink almond milk before bed. Maybe that helps me out. But almonds, who knew? It's also good for your teeth. Did you know that? I remember my dentist saying, if you can't actually brush your teeth before bed, eat some almonds, unsalted, chew on an apple. These things will naturally clean your teeth. There you go. That last healthy habit is kind of weird because it hasn't become a habit for me because I literally started to do it 2 days ago. But still, I thought it was extremely interesting. And I thought you would think that too. Thank you guys very much for being here and joining me for today's video. Comment of the video, let me know what time do you usually go to bed. I'm like an 8:39 person because I always wake up at 5 a.m. But let me know when you go to sleep at night usually. Thank you for being here and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!